Hey there, welcome back to another review. More like a rant, well kinda really. I don't know if I can muster a lot of energy to rant on this movie. And that film is Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates. Now Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates is a 2016 comedy, and I say that term loosely because this film isn't very funny at all. There's a couple things I remember laughing at, but I don't even remember what they were. So part of me is wondering whether or not that was all an illusion or I made it up or I don't know because I saw this film months ago and it already has gone in one ear, out the other, and out my ass. I don't remember a fucking thing about it for the most part. I'm only doing this video because I was looking up films of 2016 because I will be doing a best of and worst of series of videos from films of last year, but that I've seen. And there's still a handful more that I want to see from last year that I'm going to review as well. That doesn't mean I'm done doing Peter Weller stuff. That not at all. Like that's still going to happen. I'm just kind of balancing things out so I don't get burned out. Now this is one though I saw already, and I was like, okay, well maybe I should do a video about it because I completely forgot that I even saw this movie. So maybe I should do a video about it before I completely forget altogether about what I even thought about the film. But anyway, it's a movie I saw because I admit it, I don't mind watching comedies because even potentially crappy comedies because they're fun time wasters. Turn off your brain, enjoy it for, sit back, relax type movie, maybe get a few laughs and so on. And just like with any other genre, whether or not you like it is definitely subjective. Especially with comedy. Like one person finds funny, another person doesn't. And so there are probably people out there who like this movie and think it's hilarious and cool. That's fine. I have no issue with that. I wanted to like this because I like the idea behind it. The trailers look like it might be a time waster. I like the idea of having these two girls played by Anna Kendrick and Aubrey Plaza, who play basically these hot messes. And I like the idea of them pretty much lying and being as sleazy and crass and over the top and partying as hard as the guys do in these type of movies. I like that. It's kind of that's kind of what brought me into and got me involved and interested in Neighbors 2, Sorority Rising. But the Neighbors 2 fucked that all up with some political bullshit and SJW fucking rhetoric that just made my head spin. But apparently the same people who wrote that wrote this. So thankfully they kept that shit out of the film, but they brought the same tired, unfunny jokes into this movie that they had in Neighbors 2. And I don't know what it is. So many comedies lately are just crude and crass for the sake of being crude and crass, and that's all their jokes are. It's dick jokes, it's ball jokes, it's pussy jokes, it's queefs, it's, oh, my sister, so my cousin is crazy and she wants to finger bang somebody, my sister or something. Yeah, it's kind of just like, really, it just feels like it's the lowest common denominator. It feels like they're trying very hard to get a laugh. And this film has like the typical cliche, been there, done that type humor. Like when somebody, oh, they're doing a stunt, and oh, he messes up and he hits his sister and hits her in the face. Oh, it's so funny, ha ha ha. I don't know. It's just, I guess it's just not my type of humor. I'm not really a big fan of it. And it seems like, and also it seems like ever since The Hangover came out, this type of comedy has just become super popular. Like almost every comedy movie you can think of that's come out over the past few years after The Hangover has just been trying to recreate that formula and failing, if you ask me. Um, because that movie's still funny. It's crass, it's crude, but it's still funny because it's actually a clever idea and it had good characters and some good performances by the cast. The best this has is Anna Kendrick and Aubrey Plaza, I think, are fine. I actually like them. I think they have good chemistry, but the characters are written so poorly that they're inconsistently funny, and they're also obnoxious. And pretty much the entire film is obnoxious. It's loud and obnoxious. That's what it is. The tagline for the film, it talks about they needed hot dates. What they got was hot messes. And I'm like, they asked for hot dates. What they got is hot messes. I'm like, oh yeah, hot messes. That's what this film is. It's a hot fucking mess. It's a hot fucking mess. It's not funny for the most part. There might be a few scenes that might make me chuckle a bit, made me smile. One only made me smile because it reminded me of my friend Matt and our friendship because I think it was Mike, the character Mike, which is kind of, which that definitely did make me remind me of myself. He was talking about how, his brother, played by Zac Efron, is like his Michelangelo to his Raphael. I think that's kind of what he said, or you're my Raphael to my Michelangelo or something. So it was very reminiscent. It reminded me a lot of the friendship that I've had with my friend Matt. So that made me smile. Because it reminded me of the good times that we had together. But that doesn't mean that the movie is good. That doesn't mean that scene was particularly good or funny. Doesn't mean about the. So this film is also based on a true story of these guys named Mike and Dave Stengel, who back in 2013 they put out a Craigslist ad to get some dates for their cousin's wedding, and they sound like typical douchebag frat bros. And that's pretty much what the characters are in this film. They're not very likable either. Zac Efron is okay, but he's pretty much playing the same role that he did in Neighbors. And I liked him in Neighbors. I thought it was a breakout role for him, but it seems like that's all he's doing lately is just playing that same character. He's playing that same character in Baywatch, the Baywatch movie. It's the same character. There's nothing different about this character. It's the same frat boy, douchebag guy who doesn't want to grow up. It's the same fucking character. It doesn't help either that you got his co-star, Adam Devine, or Devine, who is just fucking awful. He is unfunny. He is terrible. He's a terrible actor in this. I don't know if he's a good actor. I don't watch Workaholics. I haven't seen his other work. But from what I saw in this was painful to watch. It was your typical forced, unfunny type of performance. Because he's trying so hard to be funny that he ends up being unfunny. And annoying. And just forced. He didn't even sound like a human, an actual character or a human being. He was so bad that he sounded like he was a cartoon character who was brought to life, and he didn't know how to interact with society in a normal way. So, yeah, he was definitely a problem for me. And so was the humor. It was just crass and crude for the sake of being crass and crude. There's a line of dialogue where I think it was Tatiana, who's played by Aubrey Plaza, pretty much tells a bunch of these people, and she's angry at them, and it says, suck my clit, fuckers, or lick my clit, fuckers. It's just like, there's nothing subtle about it. It's about as subtle as a sledgehammer to the fucking face. It's just like, that's hilarious because you said suck my clit. Oh, you know what movie? You know what else you could suck? You could suck my dick. How about that? Oh, yeah, suck it. Got 2 words for you. Mike and Dave need wedding dates. Suck it. Because you certainly did suck. So you might as well get to sucking it. Anyway. The film, it came out like in July of last year. It made like $33 million, and it actually made $77 million on a $33 million budget. So it was a hit. It was a hit. Why? I have no idea. It made a profit. I hope there's no sequel. I don't want to see these douchebag fucking asshole characters in another film. I really don't. I do not want to see these characters. They were so unlikable and annoying that I wanted them to die in a fire. So the most laughs I got of this film was seeing my mom's awkward reactions to the movie when I was watching with her. This is the wrong choice. I don't know why. I just thought, let's watch a movie, let's watch a comedy, let's have some fun. Mom had a day off. I was like, okay, let's watch something, maybe make you feel better because she wasn't feeling too hot. And then it was just a very awkward experience altogether because I'm watching this movie that has full frontal nudity, has a scene where a girl gets a happy ending, and my mom is sitting there next to me. It was a very awkward experience that was honestly, like I said, funnier than the movie itself. Now, the movie's directed by Jake Szymanski. It's the only film he's ever directed. I He also directed like a film that was called 7 Days in Hell, which is like a tennis parody on HBO. And I don't honestly think he's that great of a director. His direction in this is just flat. It's stock. It's the kind of stuff you see from a sitcom guy. He got his start doing videos for funnyordie.com. So you can tell that this guy isn't really some up-and-coming director. Nothing about his directing in this stood out or was amazing in any way whatsoever. It's written by Andrew J. Cohen and Brendan O'Brien. Like I said, they worked on Neighbors 2. Features music by Jeff Cardoni. What music? I don't remember any music, a score, don't remember anything. Edited by Lee Haxall and Jonathan Schwartz. It was edited well. Cool. Good. Matthew Clark did the cinematography. The shots in Hawaii were nice, but that's not hard to do because it's Hawaii. It's already a great setting. It's already a great location. You don't have to do that much to make it stand out, to make it look good. And it takes place on Oahu. And if you want to watch a better comedy that has scenes in Hawaii, watch 50 First Dates with Adam Sandler and Drew Barrymore, because that's a lot better than this. And then you have a cast that's comprised of Zac Efron playing Dave Stengel, Anna Kendrick as Alice, Adam Devine as Mike Stengel, Aubrey Plaza as Tatiana, Stephen Root as Bert Stengel, Stephanie Faracy as Rosie, Lyn Beard as Jeannie Stengel, who has this voice that's nails on chalkboard. It's so high-pitched, I swear to God, I think she's freebasing helium or something. She's just snorting helium. I don't know, it's just a very annoying voice, and her acting was not really that great, and I just wasn't into her character at all. She's the one that's getting married in Hawaii. Sam Richardson plays Eric. Alice Wetterlund plays Cousin Terry, and she's supposed to be hilarious because she's just awkward and she wants to fuck. I think she wants to finger bang Lyn Beard's character. I don't remember, or Anna Kendrick or Aubrey Plaza. I don't remember what it is. I could care less about it. Kumail Nanjiani plays Keanu. No, not Keanu Reeves. Keanu. When I think of Keanu, I think of Keanu Reeves. Or the movie Keanu, which is a much better comedy from 2016. He plays like this guy who's a massage therapist who ends up giving Jeannie a happy ending. It's really not much of anything. It's supposed to be hilarious because he's like doing awkward massage poses, like putting his butt on her, and his ball sack on her back and so on. It's supposed to be hilarious that way. And I'm just like, it's just weird. It's just weird and not funny because you're trying too hard to be funny. Jake Johnson plays Ronnie. He's just in it for a bit. Mark Marone is in it for a little bit. You also have Wendy Williams as herself, which is probably never a good thing. I can't think of a film that Wendy Williams has been in that I liked off the top of my head. So, the basic gist of the plot is just there's these two douchebag bros, played by Zac Efron and Adam Devine, and these characters, they crash parties. So whenever they go, they don't have any dates. They're not respectable. They haven't grown up. So whenever they go to parties in their family or they go to a wedding, they fuck it up. So there's a scene in the beginning where they're like lighting fireworks off and lighting shit on fire and just ruining things. And it's something that I've seen done better in Jackass or episodes of Viva La Bam. So anyway, the parents decide, okay, your sister is getting married in Hawaii. We want you to come, but you cannot come stag. You need to bring respectable dates. So they go on Craigslist, of all places, to ask for respectable dates, respectable girls. And they get Tatiana and trying to remember the other character, Anna Kendrick's name, Alice. So Tatiana and Alice, played by Anna Kendrick and Aubrey Plaza, and they are hot messes. They're druggies. They're alcoholics. They can't keep a job. They're slobs. They're not the ideal dates that Mike and Dave are looking for. But they pretty much clean themselves up, fake things, fake as if they're respectable, so they can get a free trip to Hawaii. And then there's hijinks that ensue, and they try to outdo the guys when it comes to partying hard, and that's really about it. It goes pretty much where you think it will go. The wedding gets messed up. The guys have to fix it, and they end up fixing it and make things better with the help of the girls because they realize how badly they fuck things up, and so on. And so it's pretty predictable in that regard. Now, if the cliched plot really wouldn't bother me that much if it was funny, if it was consistently funny, but it isn't. Most of the time, it's consistently unfunny. So if you saw the trailer and you were like, "Wow, that doesn't look very good," don't watch it. Seriously, really, do not watch the film because you will definitely not like it. If you saw the trailer and you're like, "Oh man, it looks funny," maybe check it out. But I got to be honest, some of the funniest scenes were in the trailer. It's another one of those films where a lot of the funny moments are in the trailer, and there's not much else in the movie itself that is really that funny or that memorable. It's just a lot of same old shit you've seen done a million times in a million other comedies like this. Brothers have a feud. They get fight with each other, and they end up hurting their relationship, and then they kiss and make up later, and then they make things right in the end. That's all. That's pretty much all it is, really. I mean, there isn't as much improv as something like Sisters. So it's better than that by default, but that's not saying anything. Oh, it's better than a piece of shit like Sisters. Yeah. Haha. Good. Here's a golf clap for you, Mike and Dave. Need wedding dates? Not impressed. But anyway, I don't know what to say about the film except it's rated at 5 stars. I'd give the movie 1.5 out of 5. I didn't mind Zac Efron. Aubrey Plaza and Anna Kendrick I had some fun with. There were a few moments here and there that were kind of chuckle-worthy, although I don't remember what the fuck they were. So I could watch this again, and maybe it wouldn't make me laugh this time around. I don't know. But for the most part, it was a tired, unfunny, just lame comedy. Another lame, below-average comedy for 2016. There were so many of these fucking movies, so many of these lame, below-average comedies from 2016 that I've seen that they're honestly starting to run together. And I got more to come. So yeah, look forward to that. Woo! More lame, unfunny comedies from 2016. But anyway, thanks for watching, and as always, I will see you guys later. See ya.